Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. This time we continue with the failed project and we open it again and we're gonna check the third record we made in the failed project. The second one we already saved, this one. Yeah, still have no idea what that was. The first one, it's too far away. I will save the garage lead. Yeah, I will save that, but not right now. Right now, we're going to finish the other one, the third part of the Tech House failed series. And again, this is to show you that even when you fail, on one day, fresh ears on another day might give you another chance. Okay, so let's see what's wrong with this one. First, let's delete all this other stuff. Let's use Fisher, You Little Beauty as a reference. See what's happening there. I usually skip the first drop of the Fisher records because, you know, I go straight for the big works. Okay, so that's a lot of reverb going on there. And a big sweep. Let's see what we have. Okay, so one thing I noticed that in our record, there's no beat. You listen here. There's a scuts continuously. So let's see about that. Wait, I'm gonna pitch this just to make sure we never get any problems. Of course, when you pitch something, you cannot reference it, but now at least we can use it as a arrangement reference. Okay, so most important thing we're gonna do here, we're gonna steal the arrangement, which is basically the fact that he uses a walking beat in the drop. Let's see. There's this beat. Is there a double clap in the drop? Yeah, there's a clap in there that's double out. And a double hi-hat. That's interesting actually. So I think what happened there is that we used the beat as reference to remake, and then we used the beat that we already remade and we put both on top of each other, which made it sound double. That's not the right clap for this, so let's just move this for now. Let's use a reference beat just to get the concept going. Also, I think this high note is a little bit too exciting for the drop. Maybe too soon, so I'm just gonna lower this here. Let's mute the synth also. And let's just focus on that arrangement. Like the thing is, when the arrangement is right, and we didn't do this last time, then whatever you drop will sound more impactful because you already have it arranged. So you will be more excited about the concept that you are making, which in turn will, influence your creativity to try harder. So here we have our little beat. And then he builds up with a big reverb, and a little sweep. It doesn't even stop, by the way, in front of the drop. It just keeps going. Also, that thing is loud as hell, that boom boom. Let's see if we can take some EQ out of that. Boom boom. And there's like a reverb hanging there from some sounds. I think it's actually in this tom. So let's take out that a little bit to make it a little bit more dynamic. Accentuate the main tom. Doom. Save the original too, but we just so we have it here. Okay, even though we see that in the reference they're using a constant thing to the beat, but I like the So let's edit this reverb right now. We're gonna get ourselves excited. I'm not gonna allow this song not to make it. So I think my snares might be way too loud since he's not using any snares. But you know what? Like I said, since he's not using any snares, just to get the reference right, to make sure our bass is strong and exciting, I'm just gonna do it without the snares. Let's see how his first beat drops in comparison. Does it get you as excited? Oh, he already starts the first drop with the full synth. And then the second drop he does he do a crash on it? Or there's not even a crash. Oh my god, this song has no crashes. So let's take out the mid out of the crash for sure. Let's take out a lot of mid. I'm not sure if I like this crash, by the way. That volume is not like a psh, it's like a whoosh. Yeah, that's just the wrong crash, guys. It's okay. Got a new crash. Let's do a 909 crash, always good. One thing I noticed with this synth now is that there's a little clickety thing. So generally you'd say, I'll fix it in mixing, but that clickety thing could take out the whole rhythm of your record and make you not excited. So it's easy to fix it in between. It's usually adding some release will fix the problem. Okay, so like I said, they're not using any snares and they're not doing the kick thing, but we're going to do it because, of course, like instead of doing less or doing the same, we're just going to do a little bit more, just spice it up a little bit extra. Lower the screaming girls a little bit. I'm also going to get a note on the first. That tick-a-tick might be a little bit too loud. That's a quick repetition for a crash, probably too quick. I don't know what that's supposed to be. That's not what we're working on right now. Also, for some reason, you see it's not peaking properly. So there might be some low-end issues in there. So let me get this one volume. I like Kickstart, but I still trust a volume shaper more, any type of volume shaper, just so I can exactly know what I'm doing. So I'm just gonna sidechain this real quick. Give a little bit of space to the punch. Oh yeah, of course, make it one beat. What is this beat here? Ah, that's another double beat. So let's delete these guys. Let's move you back down here. Oh my God, this is also what happens. If your project is all over the place, you don't even know where your drums, where your percussion is, etc. So you don't even know what's going on in your project. Lower the volume, that was way too loud. I'm gonna mute some over loud, I'm gonna mute some, I say dynamic EQ, some notes that sound to make it like fluffy to me. There's a 7th note actually playing there. Listen. That's funny. I just heard it now, finally. Might be the thing that gives it its like special sound, but right now it feels like it's in the way. So we're just gonna dynamic this. There we go. Okay, so like now it's starting to make sense. So it had a filter resonance, or it had like a 7th note on top of the bass. Let us check the preset. Listen when I turn off this EQ. Listen when I turn off this EQ. It's like right in the middle of your frequency. You're like, and that takes a lot of energy out of the drop. So you could use it later as an additional noise, but you don't want to have a noise in there that you didn't sign up for. So that's why it's always great to add a big, nice equalizer or a spectrum analyzer so you can actually see what's going on there. That was our fighter today. So let's go. Okay, now this crash sounds very low quality, so I want to take a little higher quality. There we go. Okay, that was way too loud. Why is it so loud? I don't understand. It's so weird. And is there reverb fading out, or does it continue right until the drop? Oh, it's gone. It's gone. Okay, so we're gonna make it gone too. That is, I think, also probably way too loud. So this is the thing, when everything is loud before the drop and it's too loud, it makes your drop sound soft, and that takes out all the energy and it makes you sad. Ooh, that's funny. Do we have a baby girl vocal? It would be funny to have a vocal right before the drops, like baby girl, you know, like something that goes on that cadence. Let me see. Do we have a baby girl? Wait, I spelled that wrong. Baby girl. Baby girl. Baby girl, no folder. Hey. Girls want girls, little baby, baby girl, I'm a blur. I don't know all these songs. Let's see, is this something? Ah, I love that song. It's Disco Lines. Very, very cool DJ. Disco. Yeah, but that's not what we're going for. No, we need a baby girl vocal. Timbaland, Alaya, Are You That Somebody? Are You That Somebody? A cappella. There we go. Okay, why did you just freeze? Don't freeze. Don't freeze, please. No. Hold escape. It happens. No. We lost him. Force quit. 1 second. Oof. So I just noticed we lost, the last backup was about 5 minutes ago. Unfortunately. So did we fix everything? Let's see what's the latest. mute the reverb. I forgot what we did. Did we fix the EQ already on this? No! Okay, so here we go. This is what we did. I think the entire low end could be a little bit less, actually. Is there any double beats? No. Did we change the crash? Was that the fresh crash or not? Okay. Any case, we were working on the build-up. Oh yeah, that sound was too loud. And we put that extra EQ in there. Yeah, so there's some high in there. I don't know what it is, but it just makes it sound a little bit too fresh compared to the drop. So probably there's some processing going on. Yeah, that compressor has a very big, I think it's a multi-band. Too much high. Let's see what's happening if you turn it off. Okay, so I don't know exactly where the volume problem is, but in general it might be a phase thing, like we don't know yet. Let's just turn down the volume of that synth for now, so we have extra power in the drum. Okay, let's see, what was I doing? Oh yeah, let's save it now as Tech House saved. Wall Academy. It's not over, because it's not over. And we were doing Alaya, somebody, a cappella. Oh, it just doesn't like that a cappella. Okay, well, sometimes your program just tells you don't use this sample. So I guess we have to try to find another sample, because every time we load this sample, it's not happening. We will use a different sample. It's okay. This time I actually saved, so that's going to make it a lot easier. So let's think of a nice sample. I'm just gonna EQ out a bunch of stuff. Let's see what happens if I put this on the side. Okay, so I'm taking out a lot of side over there, and I'm going to take some of this out of the middle. Guys, I have no idea. This is very experimental, but let's just see if it makes it better. And just one general EQ to take down the highs a little bit from this, because it's too, I don't know, it's too grr. You know what, let's get this beat also on a channel real quick, just so we have an overview of our levels. Okay, so I love that synth, but we really have to take something out of the high, because that high is taking, the high in the mid, it's so resonant that it's taking out of all the energy of the rest of the record. Crash doesn't feel like it has enough highs. I'm gonna just, wait, is that the old Crash? Let me see if we have a nicer, fresher Crash. Crash 909. Yeah, we're just gonna pitch it up and see what happens. Lower the volume of the bass a little bit. So it's funny, when you A-B quickly like that, you can easily hear if your bass is too loud or if your heads are too loud or anything like that. Let's see if the volumes is correct in the master limiter. Oh yeah, I pitched it, of course. It's okay. Should be good enough. Still feel there's like a little bit of muddiness in there. Another note. There we go. There's the space. 150 hertz. There we go. We continue. I'm gonna give this some crunch and re-render it. Actually, let me make a quick use channel for rendering over here. Random color. I'm gonna decimate this real quick. That sounds nice. That sounds nice. A little bit too much. Okay, let's render that. Let's see if we can make the loop a little bit more. Let's see if we can make the beat loop a little bit more interesting. I like the high of that sound. A little bit too much if you want to do that Fisher style or Chris Lake style. I don't think they ever really use loops. Usually it sounds really, how you say, compact, simple, one-shots in the right place. So yeah, let's find some extra. Okay, so let's find that vocal. First we said baby girl. Now let's see what else we can find. We're gonna find some splice vocals super quickly. Easy. Vok. Vok.
Go. I'm running. Yeah, you know I need. I'm running the race and I'm faster than him. Yeah. I'm running the race and I'm glad.
Yeah, faster than what? I don't know, but it's okay.
Yeah, you know I need it back.
Oh my god.
Sipping on my lean. You know I'm never gonna slack. You know I'm never gonna sipping on my lean, and I'm for the kid, cause they know how we live. They're hearing my bars and they going skits.
I swear I thought he said the hair on my balls. It's like they're hearing my bars. The hair, yeah.
They want me to go get that cash. Hey.
I bet you don't sleep and I'll tell you.
Oh, you. Oh God. Yeah. Oh God. Come in again. Who that? Recognize.
Yo.
Another one.
Come in again. All right.
Harlem.
Hey.
That's right. All my club.
I like that. I like the extreme, how you say? Extreme EQ vocals, because it really takes you out of the dimension for 1 second before giving you full frequency again.
That's right. That's right.
we will definitely use that somewhere later. I don't know what that is. I don't know how we're gonna use it, but that's fire.
That's right. On my glove.
Ooh. Stop. Sunsets.
Alright, come on now.
Set love vibration. Set me free. Set me free. Set me free.
Why not? Actually, let's make it easy for ourselves.
Of the dance of this is the sound of the underground.
Yeah, that's definitely the best quality vocal I think in there.
Set me free. Set me. Set me. Set me. Set me free. 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 Set me free.
Okay, so let's do a little funny joke here. We're gonna completely stretch the hell of that last note.
Set me free. Set me Set me free. Set me free. Set me
Actually, since I got annoyed by that little sound, what if we put this vocal on the same channel as that synth, and then maybe we use that as a build-up. I also just noticed that the kick was double before the drop. That might also have taken out a lot of energy. So let's remove all these. Actually, let's just remove that kicks and let's move this up to the drum bar. So again, we can actually see what's going on.
Set me free. Set me free. Set me free.
It's a different kick also. It's okay. We'll just sample this kick again. Just gonna mute these kicks over here. Yeah, that's actually great for there, just way softer. I don't know why I have to up all these volumes so much. I like that, like when my project and when I'm producing, I like to sit at a 0 level, so everything sounds normal when you play something from the browser or you play a reference. I just sidechained only the low end. Usually in tech house you don't hear any sidechaining. It usually just only happens in the low end. So you do partial sidechaining, in this case only on the low band. Just wondering what that gigantic 6 decibels peak is in there. Again, this is why I don't like those dynamic peaks. Let's check out the lows, because I think we can go a little bit softer. Yeah. Clean it up a little bit. Yeah, there you can really hear what was wrong with the bass. Sometimes it's okay just to add like some substance, especially if you're not in the mixing phase yet, to just give it the feel that you feel it's missing. One thing that's also interesting is since we used a pretty difficult rhythm in the bass, there's nothing really, how you say, keeping the rhythm in the low end even when the bass line would not be playing. So I think I want to do some offbeat bump, 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 bump to create some extra rhythmic effect in the low. So let's see what we can do here. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, let's use some toms. Easier. I think actually that's in key. So let's use this up octave. Just need some attack. I like that attack. So let's see, can we figure this out? Going in detail here. That's nice. I render it because that's how I like to work quickly. Does it work together with the bass? It's slightly off key, I think. Might be a full note off key. One thing you have to be careful with toms or kicks or any type of bass sound, sometimes do boom. So you can hear multiple frequencies. So just make sure to make it as short as you want to have it and then listen to it to see what key it is. But that attack sucks. That sounds fire. You just want to have the high impact of that. So let's put this on a high pass. There you go. So you have the low end of this nice little tom, but the impact of this high tom. Render. Here we go. Oh, there was the reference. Actually, I just noticed that the attack is, you can see the attack is way softer than the tom. So you get that weird shape. So actually you want to put this down. Make sure this fits. Try again. Still not enough. Bigger contrast. Ah, looks way better. I don't like the reverb going over my kick, honestly, so I'm just going to make it even shorter. Let's add some high percussion in there too. Ooh, I lost it. I like that, but I only like the... I like the low too, but I'm afraid that it's gonna be too much in the middle of the mix. So let's see the difference of the like that low end percussion we just added, if it sounds better or worse. I don't like that boop boop boop, but maybe if I make it super short, it's going to be nice. I'm not sure. Maybe if we do a little 16th. Is it in key without the bass line? Yeah, so I like that a lot. Listen to this. I think this tambourine could be way more transient, so I want to find a different loop. That sounds a lot fresher. It actually looks the same. The other one actually looks fresher. Can we make it more transient manually? Can we do it? I think we're just gonna do it, guys. Hard work makes the dream work. No. I wanted all of these to be a single groove. Yeah, thank you. Hear the difference, and this saves so much in your mix. Listen to the difference. So that's why always try to be better when you can. And I think I could even change the pitch because I made it all separate notes. If it's not automated linked to the project. That's fire. So I think technically I'm supposed to put this bass and the other bass in the same bus to make sure they get along with each other before going to the master. So let's save this channel as the bass, give it a color, and then let's copy. Can we copy? Actually, it would be so great if you can copy without saving the mixer trait. Well, it's okay. We're just gonna change to the same color, and we're gonna put a quick render on this just to make sure it looks good. Okay, that's a big attack there. So yeah, that's a big attack. Technically, I'd say you should take it out, but now since we're putting the two basses together in one bus, I think it's going to be fun in the compressor. And actually, it would probably, the peak would create some space for the bass and not to fall over itself. That makes sense. Then go the bus to the sidechain. Take the bus to the sidechain where we take the bike to the whatever. No, I'm joking. Here, see. There you see that peak. So sometimes something sounds good, but like if it sounds good, it can still mess up your mix in total, which is what's happening in this case with that little dot in there. But if you pre-compress it, so this compressor will take it out before it hits the master, then your master compressor will not get too, how do I say it? Confused. Okay, so now it sounds, I think, a lot more exciting than what it sounded like before. Let's do a super shuffle swing right before the drop with the kicks, just to see how it sounds. I like a little shuffle. I feel like we're getting funky. I'm gonna make the E longer because right now it says set me free, but I want set me free. Okay, so now we got the basic. Let's see, what else can we do? That synth is still a little bit loud. I'm going to try to get this note longer and better. Yeah, that's funny. Okay, now we still need that good vocal. Do we have a... Maybe we have a Set Me Free that's like short and catchy. No, we just have the vocal loop.
Set me free.
Freedom. Vok. Really? No freedom on Splice? Come on. Freedom. No luck. No luck. Freedom in my samples. Missy was cool.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, that's cool.
That's right.
Yeah, I still, like, I can't figure it out right now, but for now, let's just figure out this fill good. That's actually interesting, I think. Sometimes I hear something that's not there, but it sounds like something in my head, so then I can just make it afterwards. So let's see, we're gonna copy this here, mute this, and get some Foley to have some percussive mini additions. What do you think I'm doing? Well, I'll show you. Of course, that hit is terrible. And now if you do play along with this on the rhythm, and you just take the tail end. And here the same thing, I'm going to cut it as a, how you say, little out. And have another hit on that cadence. I like that for later. Yeah, that doesn't have enough tonal impact, I think, but oh, want to get something. Something with a note. And get the Foley sounding in key to make it perfect. A little bit of a fade out. What I like to do here is I just re-render it because I don't want to have to sidechain it. So I can just render the decay and then cut off the half. So now we got some metal sounds going on here. So if we're just going to take the beat and those things, you can hear it very clearly. Oh, I wanted that. Sorry. Oopsie. So what I wanted to do is like copy the beat of the bass line and then at the end have like a little accent here. So we're gonna use this little accent. Oh, that's almost there. Like a zipper effect. Actually, do we have a zipper? That's perfect. That's fire. That's so fire. There we go. Easy game. Easy game. Whoop. And get it in key. So like now it's very in the foreground because we just made it, but like we just want to put it more in the background. So I'm going to take out the low end or the mid out of that because it's a little bit too obvious. Also, I want to make this shorter, even shorter. I think it has a little bit too much sub still. Just a little bit. Yeah, it sounds perfect. Like that's exactly what we were missing.
Set me free.
So yeah, that bring needs to be in the right place. Actually, I don't think they make any edits in that first drop. Oh yeah, no 2 kicks. So again, this is very important because we are not as experienced as Fisher or Chris Lake in tech house DJing. So when you want to know how do you preserve the energy in the kicks, just listen to the example. Take out the 2 kicks there. He takes out if Fisher takes out the 2 kicks, I will take out the 2 kicks, bro. I'm sure you know what you're doing. And then, yeah, so I think we got a good baseline going there. And now let's see what happens. Instead of this crazy synth that I actually want to save until the break, let's see what happens if we render this baseline and we put it on a high pass thing. Yeah, let's use the channel 11 for that. And we're just going to use that in the breakdown. I'm going to take out the low. Oof. Just for the rendering process, just to get an idea. So one thing what I like to do is I like to take the sub, I keep the sub before sending it to a distortion or a decimort, high quality bit crusher. Or, no, what I do is you send the sub through, so the sub gets distorted, and then you take out the sub after the distortion. Because if you take out the sub before the distortion or the bit crushing, there's nothing to bit crush, so it gets very sad sounding. So this is what I do now. First we go into this equalizer, then we go into the decimort, and then we go into this last equalizer to take out the low. Yeah, so that's great. So we can automate that and filter it in. But since I'm not sure about this, I might not render this as of yet. So let's just see what happens. If we, oh yeah, also how long is the build up before that? Yeah, it's 1 extra, so it starts here. Okay, so let's add a filter automation on this one as well. That's going to open up until here. Again, I'll show you what I'm doing because usually I render. Now I'm not sure what I'm doing yet with this record. So instead of rendering it, I'm just going to filter open like this. And then at the final part, I'm going to turn off the filter to make sure there's no resonance staying on the channel. So I'm going to start with the filter off. Get it on before the drop. Move this out of the way. And then after it goes off again. So we have a clean sound. Or actually we're going to do it already when the filter is fully open to make sure there's no resonance there. Let me also make sure that it starts off. Initial song with this position. Yep, there we go. There we go. Zolang ik niet praat is het niet erg. Oops. It sounded pretty good though. I don't know what happened at the end. The bass was still going, yeah. So I want to have like, I want to get rid of the bit crushing dimension right before the drop. So it's like boom, boom. That you only get this one. Yeah, so we're gonna do a little reverse set me free there to get you hyped for what's coming. So there's like at least something to build up to the next segment, because that was just 30 seconds of beat with only a crash to give you the difference. Also, one thing I'm noticing is that that percussion that I loaded through there, the highs are a little bit loud on that little tiny tom we made. I think it's this one. Which one is it? Yeah. So what I'm gonna do, let's see, do I still have it? Yeah. That top attack is too loud, so I'm gonna re-render that. I'm gonna re-render that whole stem. That's why you never delete anything. Try it again. And then add this into there. Delete this one. You can delete what's wrong, of course. And we still have this old consolidated pattern, so we're still good. Yeah, that's way better, a lot more chill. So let's render this together. A little easy starting sound. Ah, you're gonna take that one out. Ah, that's another thing, by the way, that's interesting. So he has a synth on the first drop, and then he has another thing happening on the second drop. Or that's not even a second drop, that's like the 32 count or something. So it might be interesting to think of something like that. That's double, triple, that was way too much. And this needs to go to the same channel, of course, to go together in that bus. cleaning up a little bit. Sounds pretty good. So I think we don't have to follow the rest of the arrangement of the Fisher record necessarily. I think the most important thing now is like we have a nice flow. It reminds me a little bit of Kurt Maverick, the dub, the Rub, which is a very old big song. I'm gonna just group this because I don't need to see this anymore. It's all muted stuff. There we go. Woo! Something, whatever. So let's get into the vibe right now. Okay, and then like, let's do a little breakdown there. Maybe add some chords or maybe add a secondary part of the theme. Where is the reverb automation? I thought it was in the master, actually. Oh yeah, this project is a mess. Like, when it's like this all over the place, you don't know what you're doing, you don't know where you're going. So we should really fix that. But for now, let's just fix this reverb. Now we can add some snares. Hey, snares. Yeah. Ah, that's fun. And then like split it out there again with the oh my god or the anything you want to put in front of it. Yay. Actually, it would be nice to get some low end in there to build up to the drop. So we're just going to make this unique. We're just going to fade that in. Is that on a regular? No, there you go. There we go, super simple, super straightforward. And then maybe do a on the drop, like with a reverb, I don't know. Yeah, that would be crazy if you like do a big white noise exhaust on that and then still don't introduce the main theme. So let's see what that would sound like. Yeah, you need like a big echo female vocal. Female FX female. Oh no. Yeah, FX female. Okay, it's a little bit creepy and weird, but let's see what happens if we put a big reverb and a big delay on this. Delay, big wet. Actually, it needs to be full wet. Band pass. Yeah, ping pong, a little bit wide. Big reverb. And I think because the wave looks really low, I'm going to put a big compressor in front of it. Big compressor. Ooh, and I just heard that that tambourine is a little bit loud. I'm going to turn it down. That's pretty cool. That's creepy. Maybe in the build-up. Actually, let's see what happens if we put that on the beat, just for the sake of it. some nice cutting and pasting here. We're actually cutting and moving. But it needs to go crazy at the end, like. That's pretty cool. Okay, you know what? It's I don't want to do this because it's kind of overdone, but still, just let's get a dirty horn, like alarm. Is it an alarm? I don't know. Let me see. What do you call it? Train. Train horn. Choo choo. We have a choo. Come on, choo choo train. Choo train. So I can't find a choo choo train in my samples, but Splice must have one. Come on, Splice. Show me a choo choo train. Choo choo train. I heard one. That's pretty fire. It's not so long, but still, that's one. Yeah. There we go. There we go. That sounds very bad. That's exactly what I'm looking for. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do the thing when it passes you from like your right to your left, from in front of you to the back. We're going to pitch it down and pan it. So it's going to be starting a little bit to the right and moving to the left. And then also the pitch. And then also add a reverb to that. Actually, I think I want to pitch the reverb with it. Let me see. Give it its own channel. Yes, track 55. Thank you. Reverb. I think I want to pitch the reverb as well. So I think I'm going to render this. Give it the tail. Yes, give it the tail. And we're going to pitch. That's going to be fun. Pitch down when it passes you, so that's around the middle. Of course, you want to make sure it stays straight exactly. And then here it goes down. But it keeps going down, and the reverb keeps going down too. That's going to be the fun part. And then we're going to hang it there for a while and then mess with your head a little bit by slowly, secretly pitching it up again. Makes no sense, of course, but that's why it's cool. I think it should be higher notes, actually. Maybe lower. Actually, I think the problem is it's like completely off key, of course. It's a train engine choo-choo horn. Also, of course, it's very terrible sounding that the how you say, the laughing just keeps going over the fill. This is like, it sounds amazing as it builds up and then suddenly it stops, but the reverb still goes. Listen. I lost the pitch a little bit. I forget where the train horn is supposed to be. Oh no, maybe the pitch is too much. Freak. It doesn't have the energy. It needs to keep going. Need something on top of that there. Okay, so let's pitch the Laughing Woman 2 notes up. I'm not going to stretch the reverb because it sounds terrible, so I'm just going to re-render this. And then, so I can stop the delay instead of making automation. There we go. See if we have any nice hover synth. Hover. Okay, yeah, so we're just gonna get an actual synth in there. Back to the synths. Just to get a nice little final burn. Oh, whatever. Just for the feeling of it. Of course, you can feel free however you wanna, I say, mess about with it. It can be melody. But it's about the feeling on the drop that you really get an oh my god moment. For example, so that's sidechained already. We're gonna add a little volume automation on it for fun to, yeah, we're gonna do my little shaper box trick. Oh, no noise. Volume, close, yes, volume. We're gonna put it free on Hertz, and then we go. Yeah, that's just what we're gonna do. So we're gonna turn it off, then we're gonna automate it to go in, and then we're gonna, then I'm gonna render the last note so we can make like a little rhythm with that. So file, oh no, browse parameters. There's the volume, mid, speed. Here we go. Create automation clip. Close the browser. Yeah, so we're gonna render that. I want to render it without the sidechain. So how do we do that? Turn off the sidechain. Is it sidechained? Oh, it's not sidechained. Perfect. Render. Render me timbers. There we go. Render. And there you see, there you have your separate node where you can start messing with it. Yeah, let's do something funny there to switch it back to the normal. What do we have again? What's a speeder? Let's see what the speeder is. Is it funny? What's so funny?
I feel like that's a good dubstep line. I feel like that's a good.
That's pretty funny, actually. Doodle-doodle. Doodle-doodle-doodle. Yeah, okay, I think that's like enough jokes. And I think now you have like enough jokes in the record to make it interesting. Doodle-doodle-doodle. Boom, 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 1, 2, 3, doodle-doodle-doodle. Toom, 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 doo-doo. Yeah, let's make sure there's something happening in the percussion as well to keep it fresh. Hat. Random hat. I'm searching hats in my entire computer. Shit, no, that's not good. Let me just go to samples and look for a hat. Perfect. I want to have it close, so even if you mute the vocal, that still the beat makes sense. And then another crash to finish it there. I also think that the doodle was out of key. Yeah, I think that needs a little. It should have a little bit of how you say, some grittiness. But I think for right now the concept is pretty good. So let's listen back for a second, because we've been just producing and producing and producing, and we have no idea what we actually did. So let's listen.
Set me free.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Let's add this so it closes again, just for fun. Yeah, it's pretty nice. I think we got a good record out of something that was beyond saving last time. So again, let's see if there's anything else we can do to make it more special. Maybe something with the laugh. Yeah, that's a little bit empty there. I don't know what happened there. I think there's supposed to be extra beat and maybe a fill. Let's add the fill there as well. Yeah, that's pretty good. So of course now you would go to a big break, and of course you could still fill up the record with little vocal parts as they usually do in all these tech house records. Like this, for example. Oh. Yeah, so I'm pretty happy with this concept. I think it's a good start. And then maybe we can do something nice. We do another one of that shaper box thing where everything plays and it has some fun, but let's render that too, because why the hell not? La 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 console. Oopsie. I selected the whole song. My bad. No. Control D. Select it. Render it. There we go. Sidechain. So what I want to do there, maybe to add a little bit of higher dimension, just lower these two in volume, but get that bit crusher effect on it on top. And then I liked what we did with the final repetition, where we did yeah, I think that's good for now. Of course, we can finish the entire record, but to make another break like this would cost hours. But I think I showed you the basic creatives of creating a tech house track. Groovy tech house track, whatever you want to call it. With a big build up, lots of FX, having fun, laughing ladies. Still, it would be great if we just had a vocal that said Beach Club or something stupid. Yeah, no. Beach Club? No. It's a pretty silly sample though. Beach Club. That's also cool to add a chord like that on one of the drops. But right now, simple vocals. Vocal. Samples. Simple. One shots and loops. Genre. Where's vocal? Give me vocal. Vocal. This is the only thing I don't understand. Like, make it alphabetical, please. This makes no sense. There you go. Vocals. Spoken word.
Your downfall.
Your downfall.
Your downfall?
Yeah.
Alpha.
Maybe without any... maybe like this.
That's what we're here for, having a good time.
Balance, no bass. You.
They tell you to find
That's what we do.
I just wanted to let you know, hey.
Drop them yes like
switch.
everybody feel it come around with the rhythm. It's
So they
sound,
automatically
everybody get
sort on
down
most
when we give
popular.
it
I
to
like
you.
to sort on most recent, so I don't get samples that everyone uses, of course.
Sure will. Yes. Draw. See for you, I guess. There is no place for you in my world.
Okay. Female. Where's female? Why do I see male and no female? Come on, Splice. That's not very 2024. Human. Shouts. Female. There.
Stop, change. It's a monarchy. Get your hands off my music. Okay. Who does this guy? That's it. I'm the queen. I want hypnotic. Don't touch it. Really? Poquito más. This is your last warning. Solo un tantito. Not again.
I like it.
Not again.
Balance, no bass.
Not again.
I like it. It's pretty funny. Not
This is
again.
your last warning. Poquito más. Really? Don't touch it. I want hypnotic. I'm the queen. That's it.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. That's it. Let's see.
That's it.
Okay, so one thing I like to do to really, how you say, make the vocal pop and make this unique. Set it to a reverb channel. Not overriding anything right now because I want to make sure we keep this because it sounds pretty cool, everything. So now we have this sound.
That.
We're gonna record that real quick. And then we're going to reverse it to make you really feel like that's it. We're going to normalize. There you go. Okay, that's really long. It's not necessarily that long, but...
That's it. That's it.
Diddly-diddly.
That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it.
I don't think I want to do it there already. I don't want to announce it yet. Just because the toms are giving the same cadence, so I think that's enough.
That's it. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Set me free. Okay.
My music. Get your hands away from it. It's a monarchy. Stop changing the music. Not again. That's it. Balance no. Not again.
And then we do again. Because then it makes sense. He says, first is set me free. Yeah, okay. Set me free. That's right. Again.
That's it. That's it. Again.
Just extending the white noise because it kind of bugs me that it just stops there halfway.
Okay. Okay. That's it. Again. Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy. I think this is a good example of a tech house record. Of course, at the end of the day, now when you got all this, now you gotta find samples to find the right head, the right clap for your bass, kick, head, and clap. Honestly, for me, when I start producing and I want to test the record, this is how I test it. I don't care if it's my kick. I don't care if it's your kick. I don't care if it's his kick. It doesn't matter. It's just, does the record work? And you see it a lot of times, actually, that records get made with fully sampled kicks and claps and heads. So don't worry about that. The thing is, worry about the music, make the right song, and then you can always find the right kick or the clap later. So ladies and gentlemen, Wall Academy, I'm Afrojack, and this is Tech House. We fixed it.
That's it. Again. Okay.
Set me free. Set me free. Set me free. Set me free.
Here we go.